All right, hello everybody. Today we are going to go into our online binder. I'm not doing the entire cash stuffing in the same video. This is our online binder and those sinking funds that we're going to be tracking and doing. We do that with prop cash and placeholders because I make the transfers online. So let's jump in. This is with our paycheck that we got on 11/30. So these are the budgeted amounts that you'll see in Budget With Me's and things like that. Travel is the first one up here. Our 100 envelope challenge, our tracker, is from Maya & Co Design, and we are putting a whole bunch in here. Actually, hang on a second. So we have 5,000, 6,500, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600, 700, 800, 20, 40, 60, 75 plus 675 plus whatever that was. Okay, I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't, I'm just, that's fine. So let's jump into our 100 envelope tracker. I'm going to pull out this green pen. We are putting in this account today. I did replace some of the bills that were in here with placeholders from the Simple Budget. Veda does that. She runs the channel in the shop, and they looked very like vellum-y, and so I put them on vellum, and I didn't laminate them because I still want them to feel kind of cash-like or whatever. So, but that is where I got those. All of these. So I think she's got like fully funded 10,000, 5,000, 1,000, 500. 100. I didn't print off some of the smaller ones because I didn't need them at this point, but they're there. It's a whole bunch that you get for a few bucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, $550 is going into our travel sinking fund today. We were able to do that with this paycheck. So I'm going to jump on here, and I've got to do, so to see what we're going to color, I have to start subtracting here. So minus 67, 66, 65, 64, 63, 62, 61, minus 60, minus 60, and then 42. That's what we have left. Cool. It works nicely. I'm going to do that again just to make sure that it's right. 67, 66, 65, 64, 63, 62, 61, 60, plus 42 is 550. Perfect. So I also have like a digital tracker that I do with this, and I probably won't do that now. I'll do that when we do the Transfer Tuesday. I'll fill out the digital portion of the tracker in that video specifically. It helps obviously that we are pushing extra money toward this right now. This is a third paycheck magic month, so we do have a few less. I mean, our fixed expenses were covered with the first 2 paychecks of November, so we do have a little bit more, I guess, just flexibility and whatever with this third paycheck. We still do have to cover 6 months worth of property taxes, so that does take up a big chunk of cash from that budget, but we do still have extras to work with. Okay, so that is where we were at for that. I'm not counting this. Well, I guess I could. 1,000, 2,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2,500, 550, 600, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 2,600 and, what did I say? 3, 4, 5, 2,600 and 10, 15, 2,618 is what I have in there, and we are saving for an anniversary trip next fall to the Dominican. I'm not funding the emergency fund for the rest of the year. I'm taking a break from that to focus on the travel, and I'm starting a new challenge up to save in my emergency fund next year, pushing my savings higher than it has been this year. In our kids sinking fund, I try to add, it was 20, and I'm just realizing how expensive my kids are, and so, and not kids, but just activities and other things, so I'm adding 50. I'm going to, my goal is to add 50 each paycheck. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So 236 we now have in our kids sinking fund. Try to keep this for bigger expenses, activities, things like that, because I do also have a variable envelope with cash that I fund with savings challenges. That's like, I got them a pair of shoes, or they wanted this game, or just whatever. So this is, I put in the high yield savings account to let it save up ideally for bigger things. I'm not stuffing propane this paycheck. Daycare is getting $160. So I have school age-ish kids. I have a preschooler, a kindergartner, and a third grader. And so they're school age right now. I don't have a daycare expense ongoing like during the school year, but I'm saving up for summer daycare because I didn't save enough. Not that I didn't save enough. I had about a third of my summer daycare funded, which means I had to cash flow 2 of my kids like full-time daycare expense, which felt like a lot. So I'm trying to save up more this year. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 1,050, 70, 90, 1110, 1120. Right? Is that right? 960 plus 160 is 1120. Okay, but I am going to take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to take one of those thousands right on out of there, and I'm going to put it a 1,000 placeholder, one of my simple budget placeholders, and that's, again, all in the high yields, gaining interest for us all year long, which is cool. Set that off to the side. In medical, I'm going to put 40 in. I actually am going to have to, this is deceptive, I just had to take some money out of it. So our flex funding is gone. We had to pay almost $2,000 out of pocket because my husband was having issues with 2 teeth and needed, he got crowns on 2 teeth, and his dental insurance wouldn't pay any portion of it because they said that he didn't need it, even though the dentist had said he needed it, and he was experiencing pain and issues with them. So that took out the majority of our flex. It left us with like, I don't know, $500 and some odd in the account. And then my husband also had a sleep study, and the out-of-pocket cost for that was like $561, and so was $561. I only had like $400 and change in the flex account, so I took $400 of that to pay towards his $561 bill for his sleep study, and then so in conclusion, the other $160 whatever had to come out of this medical sinking fund, as well as $91. That's the next 3 months of his and my prescription medications. So I haven't taken this out of here yet, but it will have to come out. Right now in medical, I have, that was a really long story to show that in medical right now I have 1, 2, 3, 350, 370, 390, 410, 430, 450, 460, 465, 467 in our medical sinking fund. Dad van fund. So this is an envelope that we haven't seen. I wasn't even going to put it in here, and I thought, why not show the money like that we have in the high yield savings account? Might as well be in here. Back in February or March, my husband sold. He had like a 2003 or a 2005 Honda van that we bought a few years ago with the tax refund. Our first vehicle we've really paid cash for that was more than about $200. And he drove that for a while. He loved it. He loves the van life. He loved that. We found a good deal from someone that we knew on a Toyota Highlander that was a little bit less miles, a little bit newer, and just better condition, like rust wise and mechanically. And so he sold it, and we purchased that in February or March. I think it was March, and he entirely regrets that, misses the van life, and I drove his Toyota for a few days, and it just, like, getting a kid into the third row was just not that cool. So he sold his Toyota Highlander, and he's going to be just driving the diesel truck until we have money to buy a van, which will probably happen with property tax, or not property taxes, but tax refunds. So the money that is now going into the dad van fund is $5,000, $6,500, so $6,500 in there to save towards his van. Sorry about that. I had to go tuck in kiddos for naps. I am filming this on Thanksgiving, and so one of my kiddos like never naps unless like we've kept him up like super late, just a totally off situation, and one typically doesn't nap under normal circumstances, but will. and occasionally. And then the 4-year-old certainly needs a nap, but fights it pretty hard because she's the only one who's absolutely mandated to nap. And my girls were up early, like before 5 today. And we have supper, Thanksgiving. So normally, I mean, bedtime at my house is like 7 o'clock at the latest, and we will be gone probably till 9. So I'm like, we have to be up and like coherent and appropriate until 9 o'clock tonight. You napping. We are all napping. Okay. So in cars, which is like vehicle repairs, I'm putting 25. So 100, 150, 200, 220, 240, 260, 265, 270, 275 saved for vehicle repairs. Not stuffing vehicle registration or car and homeowner insurance today. 3rd paycheck of the month. Those have been covered already. And then Christmas. I actually emptied it to go Christmas shopping, but we are putting our last $50 in here today for whatever the last Christmas expenses look like. I mean, I have a few things that I have to get yet, but I also have like some gift cards to store, so I know that like those, the majority of the things that I plan on getting won't have to, of the final things, will be covered with a gift card. So I usually get gift cards for Christmas, and then I keep my gift cards all in one place, and I don't know, like I just got in the habit of not really looking at it very much. But so I went back in the gift card thing the other day and looked through it, and I had like gift cards from last Christmas. Like I have a Dairy Queen gift card, I had 2 Walmart gift cards, a grocery store gift card. So I was like, ooh, that's great. I used the grocery store gift card to stock up on stuff so we wouldn't have to budget variable expenses for it. And I was like, now's the time this comes in handy. Anyway, so we have finished. This is one of the Christmas in July envelopes from Lisa Grateful Me. At the Happy Mailbox Co. And it was $6.75 that we saved for Christmas in the high yield savings account. That didn't count the cash that we saved on top of that, but so that's completed. That was a freebie with an order from her shop. She's got really cool stuff. And that's the end of our online and digital stuffing. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all being here as always. Bye.